I have to do well enough there, John, so that I'm the story coming out of New Hampshire, and I think I will be. I come out of New Hampshire, and as you know, you've known me for a long time, I'll catch fire, and if I catch fire, I think the sky's the limit. And, but you have to work at it. 45 town hall meetings, and I'm hoping to get to 100, even if I have to do town hall meetings after the primary.
That was Ohio Governor John Kasich, who continues to believe that his all-in strategy will boost him to the top in New Hampshire. But joining us from Washington now, national politics editor for Politico, Eli Stokols, who writes that the grandest day could be the end of the road for several contenders in his latest piece for Politico, titled The GOP's New Hampshire Nightmare. Way to depress me first thing in the morning. Lay this out for us.
Yeah, you and all the other establishment Republicans probably having a couple extra hot toddies over the holidays as they look at this scenario. It's rough. Up in New Hampshire, they like to say, oh, Iowa picks corn, we pick presidents, but they're not saying that with nearly as much confidence these days because of this circular firing squad that they're seeing among the 3 or 4 establishment contenders up there who are all going after one another. And there's a real question about, can any of these guys actually consolidate the anti-Trump, anti-Cruz mainstream Republican vote to the point where they have a successful enough finish to really take some momentum and make a serious case down in South Carolina as the calendar continues. Right now, you've got Chris Christie going after Marco Rubio, saying he's not showing up enough. You've got Jeb Bush hitting Chris Christie, hitting Donald Trump, and you've got Rubio out there saying, I don't want to hit anybody, but wink, wink, nod, nod, Ted Cruz is a phony. You don't want to vote for him. So there's all this back and forth. Security. Yeah, there's all this back and forth. And it's just difficult to see anyone really getting a toehold. They're all lumped in there right around the 10% mark. There's still some time, but if nothing changes, this is just a muddled picture of what the field looks like behind Donald Trump.
This may be the number one question I hear just from people who come up to me and they say, is it too late for insert name of establishment candidate here? Is it too late for Christie? Is it too late for Jeb? Is it too late for Marco, to really get into this? And I guess my question is, this has been such a different year on every possible level, Eli. Is it still, though, in New Hampshire, late deciders? Could this whole race be upended? Or is the momentum so strong and so different this time around that the surprise is going to be that it comes out the way the polls say it's going to right now?
Yeah, I stopped making predictions about this race months ago. I mean, it's just impossible to do. But if you look at, 4 years ago in New Hampshire, almost 50% of the voters up there decided in the last couple of days. So, Marco Rubio and Jeb Bush, even Chris Christie, they look at that and they say, look, we just have to keep making our case and things will work out. Donald Trump, interestingly, still is the leader here. He's at about 26% or so, but that's receded a little bit from where he was in mid-September, up in the, low 30s. And so maybe there's, if the Trump support is soft and some of these voters are up for grabs, if someone does catch fire there, it's possible that somebody can consolidate this mainstream Republican vote enough to have a strong second place showing or perhaps even finish first. But this could really be a race for second place in New Hampshire.
Politico's Eli Stokols, complete with a dig at establishment me. Thank you.
And your hot toddy drinking establishment.
He knows too much. Coming up, the latest as Iraqi forces retake key pieces of Ramadi. Plus, it's bad enough when terrorists cross borders undetected, but it's far worse when they do it after posting videos of themselves doing so all over the internet. New reporting on the ringleader behind the Paris attacks next. Maureen Jo will be right back. Okay.